Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive. Today we're tackling a real head scratcher.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Fermi Paradox.
Okay.
It's all about this really intriguing contradiction.
Mm.
You've got this universe that's absolutely teeming with stars,
Billions upon billions.
and yet
Right.
we've got zero confirmed contact from any extraterrestrial life.
See,
It begs the question,
yeah,
where is everyone?
it really makes you question our place in it all, doesn't it?
Totally. And this whole thing boils down to a pretty simple question.
Oh,
It was famously posed by physicist Enrico Fermi
okay.
back in the 1950s. He just kind of threw it out there. Where is everybody?
And that simple question has driven so much research and theories.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And one of those theories is that maybe
Yeah.
the conditions for life are just incredibly rare,
Yeah.
like maybe even unique to Earth.
It's possible.
That's the rare Earth hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
That our planet is this perfect storm of cosmic coincidences.
A total fluke.
Like winning the lottery a million times over.
Uh-huh.
We're incredibly lucky to have a planet like Jupiter, for example.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's a giant shield out there just deflecting asteroids that could wipe us out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then there's our magnetic field.
Right. Which protects us from the sun's radiation.
Totally. All
Like-
these seemingly mundane things
Yeah.
could actually be super crucial for life.
Yeah. To even emerge and thrive. Like, we might be the only bullseye for billions of light years.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, so that's one theory.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's another one
Oh,
that's
chat.
maybe a little bit more unsettling.
Oh.
The Great Filter.
Oh, yeah, the great filter.
So tell me about that one.
Well, the great filter basically says that there's got to be some critical hurdle
Right.
that every civilization struggles to overcome.
Like a test.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And there's a lot of possibilities for what that could be.
Like what?
Well, it could be a technological dead end, for example,
Mm.
or some kind of self-inflicted apocalypse, or even something we haven't even begun to imagine yet.
Whoa, that's kind of a chilling thought.
It is.
So it's like a cosmic roadblock on the way to a galactic civilization.
Yeah, pretty much.
But where do we fit into all of this?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Like, have we already passed this great filter?
It's possible.
Meaning the worst is behind us, or
Yeah.
are we like blindly marching towards it?
That's what keeps me up at night.
I can imagine, because if you think about civilizations throughout history, plenty of them have crumbled because of their own actions,
Sure.
like deforestation, overpopulation, even war.
Mm-hmm.
Is that us seeing the filter in action?
Could be.
Or have we somehow dodged that bullet?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Well, it definitely makes you think.
For sure.
Okay, so we've got those two theories.
Right.
But then there's some even weirder ones.
Like what?
What about the idea that maybe
Yeah.
advanced civilizations are deliberately hiding from us?
Yeah.
Like they know we're here, but they're choosing not to make contact. That's the zoo hypothesis, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like they're observing us, studying us
Yeah.
even.
We're some fascinating specimen.
Maybe we are. And they're just waiting for us to reach some level of maturity before they decide to make contact.
Like a cosmic coming-of-age party.
I like that. So we're not ready for prime time yet.
Well, it's like how we approach less developed cultures here on Earth.
Oh, I see what you mean.
We prioritize observation and non-interference.
Right.
And we wait until we reach a certain level of understanding.
And then we say, hey.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the zoo hypothesis.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it's not about being ready?
Okay.
What if it's about us just not understanding alien technology?
Well, think about it.
Okay.
If you tried to explain the internet to someone from the 15th century,
Oh my gosh.
could they even grasp it?
Absolutely not.
Right. So maybe alien civilizations, they're using technologies that are so far beyond us that we just don't even recognize it.
So we're out here looking for smoke signals
Yeah,
while they're communicating via some crazy interdimensional network.
exactly. Our current understanding of physics,
Yeah.
it could just be the tip of the iceberg,
Whoa.
right? They might have mastered energy communication, even travel,
Yeah.
in ways that would seem like pure magic to us.
I'm starting to feel a little out of my depth here.
Oh, come on. This is fun.
It is. But keep going. This is fascinating.
All right, well.
What about the possibility
Uh-huh.
that our reality itself
Yeah.
is some kind of elaborate simulation? The simulation hypothesis.
That one really pushes the limits, doesn't it?
It does.
If our reality is a simulation.
Yeah.
than the aliens we're looking for. They might be the programmers, the ones pulling the strings of our digital existence.
Okay, hold on. Are we talking Matrix level stuff here?
Well, yeah, it's a really wild concept, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, just imagine that everything we experience, everything we feel, taste, see, could just be lines of code in some massive supercomputer.
That's a lot to process.
It is.
Okay, so before my brain mutts down completely,
Okay, sure.
let's bring it back down to Earth a little
All right.
and talk about SETI.
Oh, yeah. SETI.
The search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
Right?
They've been listening for signals from alien civilizations for decades.
They have. It's incredible work.
So tell me about it. What are they doing exactly?
Well, they're basically scanning the skies,
Okay.
looking for any kind of signal that hints at another civilization out there.
Okay.
Radio waves, laser pulses, anything like that.
So it's like searching for a needle in a cosmic haystack.
That's a great analogy.
Except the needle might be broadcasting in a language we don't understand.
Exactly.
So it's not just about finding a signal, it's about deciphering it too.
Absolutely.
That adds a whole other layer of complexity.
It does.
Have they found anything promising yet?
Well, they've picked up some intriguing anomalies over the years.
Oh, like what?
Well, there's the famous WOW signal.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Back in the 1970s.
Okay.
It was this really powerful burst of radio waves that fit some of the criteria for an artificial signal.
Wow.
But it only lasted for 72 seconds.
What?
And they never heard it again.
Oh, man, that's so frustrating.
It is. It's like the universe is teasing us.
Right. With these little glimpses of what might be out there.
Yeah.
What if we're just looking in the wrong places?
That's possible.
We're listening for the wrong things.
Yeah.
Maybe our concept of intelligence is too narrow.
That's a really good point.
What if alien civilizations have moved beyond radio waves and lasers?
It's possible.
What if they're communicating through some form of quantum entanglement?
Yeah.
Or something we haven't even theorized yet?
We tend to define intelligence based on our own limited understanding.
Right.
But what if there are forms of consciousness out there that operate on principles we haven't even begun to grasp?
So our methods of searching for extraterrestrial intelligence might be like trying to catch deep-sea fish with a butterfly net.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
We could be missing the truly mind-blowing stuff.
Absolutely.
Okay, so this has all been incredibly thought-provoking.
It is fascinating, isn't it?
But what about the implications of actually finding extraterrestrial life? Or not finding it?
Right.
How would that change our understanding of ourselves?
I think the impacts would be profound.
Yeah.
On every level.
Societal.
The philosophical, even spiritual.
Imagine the cultural upheaval.
Oh, my God.
If we suddenly confirm that we weren't alone.
Right.
That there were other beings out there more advanced than us.
It would completely change everything.
Would it unify humanity?
Maybe.
Or divide us even further?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to even fathom the ripple effects.
It really is.
What about the impact on science?
Yeah.
On religion? Our sense of purpose?
Our place in the universe?
If we found a civilization that was way more advanced than our own, it would force us to reevaluate our whole history.
Our achievements.
Everything.
Our place in the cosmic pecking order.
It would be humbling.
Absolutely.
And exhilarating.
Both.
But what if, after all this searching, after all this theorizing, we find that we truly are alone?
Oh, wow.
A single spark of life in this vast, indifferent universe.
That would be a heavy burden.
It would mean that life as we know it is even more precious.
More fragile.
And maybe even more lonely than we ever imagined.
Perhaps.
It would definitely underscore the importance of protecting our planet.
Absolutely.
Our home, the only known cradle of life in the cosmos.
Our responsibility, then.
Huge.
To preserve this miracle of life.
Yeah.
To carry the torch of consciousness forward.
Into the unknown.
Exactly.
It's a lot to think about.
It is.
But it's important to remember that the Fermi Paradox is a paradox because it remains unsolved.
We haven't found any definitive proof.
Right, but that doesn't mean it's not out there.
Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence.
I like that.
It just means we need to keep searching.
Keep questioning.
Keep pushing the boundaries.
And maybe, just maybe,
the
answer to the Fermi Paradox isn't something we discover out there, but something we discover in here.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe the answer lies in understanding ourselves better.
Okay.
Confronting our own biases.
Yeah.
Expanding our definition of life and intelligence.
Interesting.
Perhaps the real barrier to contact isn't technological or cosmic,
Right.
but a limitation of our own perception.
That's a fascinating perspective.
Maybe the search for extraterrestrial life is ultimately a search for ourselves.
A search for our own true nature.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does make you think.
Yeah. So we've explored all these mind-boggling theories.
The rare earth.
The simulation hypothesis.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. So I'm curious. Yeah.
After all this, what do you think is the most likely explanation?
Oh, wow.
For why we haven't met E.T. yet?
That's a tough one.
It is.
But if I had to pick just one,
okay,
I think I'd have to go with the idea that we're looking for the wrong things.
Okay, interesting.
You know, we're so focused on what we know.
Right.
Our search for aliens is based on our own technology.
Like radio signals and stuff?
Exactly. Radio signals, structures, all based on our own development.
So what if intelligence takes a totally different form?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if they've transcended physical structures?
Okay.
Or radio waves?
Right.
What if their tech is so advanced that it just looks like nature to us?
Whoa.
I like that.
It's like trying to spot a chameleon.
Oh, yeah.
Blending right into the rainforest.
You know it's there.
But you just can't see it.
We might be totally blind to the evidence.
It's possible.
Maybe the universe is full of life.
Yeah.
But we just don't recognize it.
We're not tuned in.
It's humbling.
It is.
And kind of exhilarating.
Definitely.
So we might be surrounded by all this alien intelligence.
A symphony of it.
But we can't hear the music.
That's a great way to put it.
And that brings us back to the Fermi Paradox.
Full circle.
It's not just a science problem. It's a philosophy problem.
It makes us question everything.
Our knowledge, our imagination.
Our place in the universe.
Even if we never find E.T.,
the
search itself is pretty amazing.
It shows our curiosity.
Our desire to understand.
Big questions.
The universe is full of wonder and mystery.
Absolutely.
So to everyone listening,
keep looking up.
Keep asking those big questions.
Never stop wondering.
The answer to the Fermi Paradox, it might not come from a distant galaxy.
It might come from within.
A shift in our perspective.
A new understanding.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.